players, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host Stos, and today I've got Maddie B with me, and we are back for another 1500 point of 6th edition Warhammer Fantasy, and it will be again a battle between the Dwarves and the Orcs and Goblins. Yes, this is it. This is the decider between these two lists. If you haven't seen the first two games, there'll be a link up in the corner. Should be popping up sometime around about now. Go check those out first. But this is it. It's been tit for tat. It's 1 for 1, and this is the decider. After this game, I'll be hopefully expanding the forces both out to 2,000 points, or at least just painting up some new units to vary the list. Yeah, maybe some name characters, some new war machines. But yes, otherwise the lists are pretty similar. The Dwarf list is completely unchanged from last game. The Orc and Goblin list has had a bit of a shuffle up, just in terms of equipment. The Black Orcs and the Biggins are now armed with choppers and shields as opposed to chopper, which should take advantage of the Orc chopper rule. +1 strength on charge. I think it'll be better, to be honest. And because of this, because we're actually implementing the Orc special rule for choppers, I'm bringing back the hatred. I'm doing it. So I know. But yes, dwarves will be using their hatred rule again. The Night Goblins will have hatred in the first round of combat. So this way, more than likely the Orcs will be charging, and on that charge and in the first round, Orcs will have +1 strength, or at least the Orcs with chopper and shield. And the Dwarves will be re-rolling for hatred. So there should be a little bit of a balance going there now. And we're using all of the actual rules in the books. So yeah, that's what we are doing today. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell button. I'm trying to grow this channel out, and YouTube only starts monetizing at 1,000 subscribers. So if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, help me out. Give it a little crack, give it a boop boop. And we'll see if we can start making this, a little bit better. So yes, without any further ado, let's get to the decider of these two armies. We'll have a look at the armies, we'll have a look at the battlefield, and then we will get this underway. Okay, and here we have my 1499 points of Dwarves. Starting out down the front, we have my general. He is a Thane with a great weapon. He's armed with light armor with the Master Rune of Gromrel, making it a 1-up armor save, and a Rune of Resistance, making it re-rollable. It should be pretty good. It's performed well in the past. Hopefully he'll keep standing up to the task. Moving on, we have a Thane Battle Standard Bearer. He is armed with Gromrel armor, hand weapon, and he's got the Master Rune of Groth One Eye on the banner, making the unities with Stubborn, and a Rune of Battle giving him +1 combat resolution. Hopefully he survives this one. He hasn't had a great deal of luck in the past, but we'll see how he goes. And then last in the hero slots, we have a Runesmith. The Runesmith is armed with a great weapon, Gromrel armor, and the Rune of Stone on the Gromrel, making it go from a 4-up to a 3-up. He's always a classic. He should do pretty well. Okay, moving on to core, we have two identical units of Dwarf Warriors with heavy armor and great weapons, full command. Full command being the Standard Bearer, Champion, and Musician in the front there. Two identical units of those. Then finishing off the core, we have 10 Thunderers, full command. And then moving into special, we have a unit of 18 Ironbreakers, just with the Champion and Musician, no Standard Bearer in there. Ironbreakers, gotta love them. Okay, continuing with the special, we have a Dwarf Cannon with the Rune of Forging, meaning that he can re-roll 1 misfire throughout the course of his shooting, should be pretty good. And then lastly, in the rare slot, the classic Organ Gun. Beautiful old miniature, I love bringing it, here it is again. And that is it, that is the 1499 point throng of the Dwarves. Okay, and here we have the 1499 point list of Orcs and Goblins. Take us through it, Matty B.
Alright, we got our leadership. Our general on the front line, our Orc Big Boss with Great Axe, and Drogg's Dead Hard Armor.
Awesome, yes, being represented by Grimgore model today. Yeah, he's a beauty, look at him. Okay.
And next we got the Battle Standard Bearer, Orc Big Boss with Chopper, Light Armor, and Nog's Banner of Butchering, which gives them 1 extra attack to the unit it's attached to per game.
Ah yes, the once per game extra attack, beautiful, love it.
We've got the Night Goblin Shaman. He's up to level 2. We've got his Mad Cat Mushrooms.
Fantastic, just buffing up those fanatics on the first round they come out.
And our core units, we've got 20 Orc Big Guns, Light Armor, Choppers and Shields, and full command.
Very nice.
Next we've got 20 Orc Boys, Light Armor, additional hand weapons, full command.
Excellent.
Our 5 Goblin Wolf Riders, short bows, spears, shields, and a musician.
Cool, decked out to be versatile, shooting, spears, the whole shebang.
Next we've got our 37 Night Goblins, spears, shields, 3 fanatics, full command.
Cool, very nice. I wonder how the fanatics are going to go this game. They were a little bit lackluster last game, but you know, it's always a gamble with the fanatics. We'll see how they go.
Starting with our special, we've got our 19 Black Orcs with heavy armor, choppers and shields, boss, musician.
Cool, yeah, just choppers and shields today, as you can see, represented by those 2 guys in the front with those shields.
Up the back, we've got our Rock Lobber.
Beautiful.
Our 2 Goblin Spear Chuckers.
Yep.
And then moving on to our rare units, which are the 3 Trolls.
There they are, 3 Trolls, and that is it. That is the 1499 point Orc Horde. Okay, rolling up 2 spells for Matty B's level 2 on the Spells of the Little War list. Let's see it, Matty B. What are we getting?
4 and a 5.
4 and a 5. I think that's exactly what you got last game. That's Brain Burster, and here we go. Do you want both of those? Do you want to switch one out for Gaze of Mork?
No,
keep them both? We're doing the same? All right.
Yeah,
All right, second verse, same as the first. Here we go, people. So we tried to do something a little bit different this time, and we rolled to see what scenario we're going to do. And we rolled up scenario 2, the Battle of the Necropolis. So as you can see, the deployment map is 24 inches away from each other, but then 12 inches from the side, so it's just giving us a bit of a reduced deployment zone. And then the special rule of this one is that the attacker, who will be the Orcs and Goblins, basically the way that the victory condition works is he needs to get units into my deployment zone at the end of the battle. And then the total cost of those units in the deployment zone needs to be 500 points in this case. Needs to be a third of his total points. Characters not included, monsters are not included, fleeing units are not included. And the way we're interpreting it is, even if there's only half the unit left in there at the end of it, it's the whole unit cost. Because otherwise, if it was like the actual cost of what was left in there, it just doesn't seem like it's like almost not even possible. So we're interpreting it that way. Feel free to comment below if this is incorrect, but that is the way we are going to be playing it. So yes, Matty B is going to have to travel across the table into my deployment zone and stay there by turn 6 to gain the victory. Anything other than that is going to be a dwarf victory. So it's a classic orcs rampaging in while the dwarves hold their position. And that is it. That is the map and the battle we will be playing today. Okay, and here we are all set up and deployed for this epic decider between these two 1500 point forces. Here it is, the final battle between these two armies. Indeed, the war is called, and the horrible greenskin force arrays across the field before him. So the narrative that we've got going for this engagement here is that somewhere just a little further back from this, there is a particularly rich dwarven mine that is mining, gems and gold, and this greenskin horde and the leader of this greenskin horde has heard of it and covets this gold and wants it not only for the joy of the slaughter, but because, they want some stuff. They like shinies, they like doodads, Orcs and Goblins are still into that kind of thing. And so yes, the dwarves have ranged out and they have come out to defend their glorious mine. And so the scenario is we have to hold, and these orcs need to try and get into our deployment zone, which is basically like almost the edge of this mountain and out to the edge of this one. So anywhere within here is where he is trying to get. Okay, so let's have a look at the battlefield. We've got a couple of forests. We've got a rock pile in the middle, which will be difficult terrain. Something that this scenario called for was like fences and things to slow the advance of the enemy. I didn't want to use fences in this one. I wanted this one to be, just kind of like, out in the wilderness a bit more, near a dwarven mine or, on the outskirts of it. So we've used, lots of forests and rock piles instead. And I think it should still kind of work. I've got a little swampy business this over here. Maybe this is like a side entrance to the mine coming down into here. Who knows? So something to mention straight away is I do a house rule when it comes to difficult terrain, so forests. Usually with difficult terrain, it halves your movement and you're not allowed to march through it. I find that a bit too much, so I say that you can still march, but it still halves your movement. So that's the way we're playing it. So they will be difficult terrain. The rock pile will be very difficult terrain, so it quarters your movement. That's, probably want to avoid that. And then, yeah, just a bunch of other little forests and things scattered about. We've got hills, and now let's have a look at deployment. On the flanks, we've got thunderers, and then the artillery crews of the cannon and the organ guns. Then we've got warriors led by the runesmith. We've got iron breakers with the general and the battle standard bearer, and then warriors guarding this flank. And then for the orcs and goblins, we've got a rock lobber on the hill. We've got trolls in the front with the... Are they the biggins? Yes, the biggins behind. Yeah, they are. We've got the general battle standard bearer in the unit of black orcs. We've got two spear chuckers straight down the middle. Wolf riders at the front, orcs behind, and then the shaman in the unit of night goblins on the flank. And so that... Oh, there's some fanatics hanging out back there somewhere. Probably see those later. Okay, and this is it. We are all deployed. We're ready to go. All that is left is to roll for first turn. Here we go. This is it. The dwarves get +1 to this roll because they finished deploying first. Let's see it. Yeah! They have got a 5 in total to a 3, and that is it. Dwarves will be taking first one of this final conflict. Yes! And here we are at the end of the movement phase. We've done a bit of interesting movement here. It's a little messy, but this is how we're doing it. We've just had the unit of warriors and runesmith wheel and move up. The general has similarly moved forward and wheeled, just getting ready to face down the general's unit of black orcs over there. And then this flank protecting unit of dwarves have also just moved, wheeled, moved, just to start, getting ready to hold that pass there. I got nothing protecting my flanks here, but such is life when your army is small. Alright, and that is the end of the movement phase, skipping straight past the magic phase, because dwarves are not into that. We go to what I like to call the dwarf phase, the shooting phase. Alright, and so it's got to be the guess weapons first. So it has to be the cannon first, and the cannon needs to guess the range that it's going to shoot its initial shot. You'll roll then an artillery die, one of these bad boys, to see how much extra it goes. So it's always going to go an extra 2 inches. So you always want to go down a little bit, but it could go all the way up to a potential 10 inches. It's there somewhere. There it is. So you want to undershoot a little bit first, and that's where it initially goes. It hits the ground there, and then you roll this a second time. And from that point, it bounces forward, and it's the bounce, unless it's landed directly on something, the bounce through is what actually does the damage. So I need to guess, and I'm going to be firing my cannon at his rock lobber. That's right, shock horror. Yes, because if you've seen the previous games, that rock lobber has been the absolute bane of this dwarf force. It did some very nasty things to my units last game, so something needs to happen here. That's right, these grumpy old dwarves are not having rocks smashing through their beautiful iron breakers. Not today, no sir. Hopefully. So it's going to pivot towards that there rock lobber. Yeah. And I am going to guess, oh boy, I'm going to guess 18 inches. 18 inches forward towards that rock lobber. Matty B, could you help me out and give me a measurement of that, please, sir? Yep, beautiful.
You want to give me a...
Yeah, we'll pivot. Oh man, I've definitely undershot significantly. All right. Actually, maybe not. It's going to go an extra potential bit and then bounce. So here's hoping. So it's going to go an extra 2 inches forward from there. You're going to shuffle it 2 inches forward. Bob, could you measure how far it is to that rock lobber for me? Let me know what I need to roll here. It's going to be like a 5 or 6.
Probably a 6 or a 7.
A 6, all right. Ooh, there's only 3 results on this that'll give me that. A 6, 8, or a 10. Here we go, come on. 6, 8, or a 10, here we go. Misfire. Thankfully, I have the rune of forging on there, which allows me to re-roll one misfire. This is it. Come on, baby. 2. No! It shunts forward another 2 inches and falls short. Very sad. Ugh, that was my chance to potentially get rid of it before it actually does anything. Ugh. Oh boy. Okay, well, not great. Dang. Alright, now I'm going to shoot my Thunderers at it. Thunderers are going to shoot straight at it. Matty B, could you measure out 24 inches for me, please? No, and it looks like the Thunderers are out of... Oh, God, I've called it. The Thunderers are out of range. No, this is not good. All of them have not managed this turn. Wow, that sucks. I thought you'd put it right on the line, and I put mine right on the line. Damn it, Matty B, it seems like you didn't. Oh, did you, mate? God damn it.
Yes, on purpose.
All right, well, this is out of range, so that's the end of Dwarves shooting phase. That's not good. Coming back with Orc and Goblin, turn 1. All right, start of Orc and Goblin, turn 1, and we are starting with the always exciting animosity tests. Yeah. All right, and so going down the line, starting with the biggins. Just try not to roll that 1. We get a 4, that's all right. Then coming down to the Orc boys. A 1. Oh, and they can't re-roll it. Uh-oh. Roll on the chart and see what happens. Just roll the dice, I know what happens.
Yep. This one die?
Yep. So it's just a squabble. They're going to be sitting there and doing nothing for the turn. The Wolf Riders, rolling for the Wolf Riders. They're okay. What about the Night Goblins?
Come on.
They're okay. So it will just be the Orc boys. Not doing anything for the first turn. Oh yes, and we have a stupidity test for the trolls. So 2d6, 8 or under, using your general's leadership. They're alright. They want to play nice this turn. Okay, so we'll be back after the movement phase. This is where everything is now, and this is how it ends up. Okay, so we have the biggins wheeling, pushing up this way. The trolls have done a big wheel and pushed up into this gap. The Black Orcs and the General have pushed in behind. The poor Orc boys are squabbling in the back there, punching on. And then the Wolf Riders have zipped straight around the wood here, lining up some short bows most likely into these boys. Who knows what they're doing. And then the Night Goblins and the Shaman wheeled out, moved around as well. So that is how the movement has ended up. At this point, we would go into the magic phase. However, yes, exactly. The Night Goblin Shaman, he can't see anything at the moment, so shooting his magic missile won't help. And nothing's in combat for here we go. So, moving past the magic phase, we go into the shooting phase. And with the shooting phase, we always have to start with the guess weapons, which will be that rock lobber over yonder. So, Matty B, what are we doing with that rock lobber?
I'm firing back at you.
Oh, no.
Your cannon and your dookies over there.
Ah.
Your cannon.
Okay, well...
Coming at me. Maybe
so,
I'll go for your organ gun, actually.
Yeah, you want to go for the organ gun?
Yeah.
You want to place it, like, just right over the top of it, like that?
Yep.
Okay. Cool. All right, so what do you think? What's your guess, Matty B?
25.
25 inches. We're going 25 inches right towards the organ gun. Let's measure it out, Matty B. 25 inches from the front of that rock lobber is definitely landing a bit short. So it's right there, currently hitting nothing.
Okay, so I just want the scatter dice.
Indeed, so we're going to be rolling the scatter and artillery dice this time, something we've learned from last time. Yeah. And so, yeah, somewhere down here for me, B. It's a direct hit right there, so boom, she hits nothing this round. Woo! A big sigh of relief from the dwarves.
Throw my dice.
That's a classic. Okay, and we're coming back with the spear chuckers. Right, Matty B, choose one to throw a spear.
Yeah, well, I'm going to unload into your leader.
My leader's unit, very good.
Your leader.
No, just my leader. Actually, we just need to check range. If it's over 24 inches, which it actually probably isn't, you're most likely under half range now. Oh, I've walked into under half range. That's not good. All right, so it's going to be a 4 to hit. So 4 to hit onto my general's unit.
Yep.
He misses with the first one. Are we going to repeat that? Second verse. Same with the first. Looking for that 4 to hit. He does. He hits with that one. He will be getting a... first one will just be 2s. 2s to kill.
Yep.
He does. He kills an Ironbreaker. Black. Second rank will be 3s to kill. Yep. He does. So far, you've done it again. You've rolled a 2 and then a 3. Exactly what you need. Next rank will be 4s to kill. No, he's gotten through 2 though. That is 2 brave Ironbreakers secured by poorly made spears. Oh, first blood is drawn by the Orcs. Very good, sir. Very good. All right, and so all that leaves is, yes, these Wolf Riders here with some short bows. You want to measure out and make sure they're within that 16 inches, B? Yes, definitely all are. Cool, so you moved... which is -1, and you're over half range, which is another -1, so it's going to be 6s to hit with 5 shots. Let's see. Much obliged. You've got to get 1 hit. Yeah, there it is. 1 hit.
Yep.
And that is going to be a 5 to wound, because it's a strength 3 short bow to a toughness 4 dwarf. No, he's rolled a 4. Okay, and that is the end of Orc and Goblin shooting phase, which brings it to the end of Orc and Goblin turn 1. Okay, a couple of casualties, a couple of expensive little Ironbreakers plinked off there with the spear chuckers. I don't love that I've walked into your half range there, so...
It's a little bit easier.
Oh man, 50% of the time, you know, one of those is going to hit, and they do damage. They're... Ugh. Oh well, but such is life. I needed to move forward to make a bit of a barrier of my deployment zone here, so I think that just had to happen. All right, so we'll be back with Dwarf turn 2 after the movement phase. Okay, and here we are after Dwarf turn 2 movement phase. The Dwarf Warriors on the flank have just done a reform and spun on the spot to start facing down this lane, because it's feeling like that's going to be where they're going to need to be. And both of these units have just done the classic and shuffled back 1.5 inches. Just, you know, just a little bit, just to start getting ready, because now this lane is kind of like unprotected. It's going to take them a while to get there, but nonetheless, I'm probably going to have to start pivoting towards that. Anyway, this is how it's ended up. This is what's going on. And we are once again going past the magic phase to the dwarf phase. Let's see if we can have a better one this round. Turn 2. You know, hopefully the dwarves have got their eyes in. They've got their rangefinders sorted. And we're going to be going with the cannon again, the guess weapon. And we're going for that rock lobber. As you saw, man, like, I mean, no, actually, that was the spear chuckers.
Yeah.
Maybe I should be going for the spear chuckers. But no, I want that rock lobber. I want the rock lobber. We're doing it.
Rain.
No. All right, so rock lobber. I didn't hate my guess last time. I just got a really bad rolls on this artillery dice. But you know what? I am going to go a little bit further. I said 18 last time. I'm going to go 20 this time. Beautiful. Ah, I gave you my artillery dice. Here, give me that. I'll swap those out. Thank you, sir. Yes, beautiful. And there it is. So now it's going to go an extra. Here we go, an extra 8 inches forward. That's pretty good. It's either landing right on it or just in front of it. It's landing directly on top of it. And then it would bounce an extra 6 inches after that. Okay, hell yeah, we've hit it. This was what we were looking for. It's a strength 10 cannon. Oh, thank you. It's a strength 10 cannon, and it's a toughness 7 war machine, so it's going to be wounding it on a 3. We do wound it. Yes, no armor save, and it's D3 damage. D3 wounds onto it, and that thing has 3 wounds? 3 wounds. So if I roll a 5 or 6, that will be the 3 wounds I'm looking for, and I will have destroyed the rock lobber. This is it. This is it, Matty B. No, we're gonna get the 5 or 6. Do we destroy the rock lobber? Second turn, here we go, 5 or 6, no! So we've done 2 wounds, so the 3 becomes a 2. And we have done 2 wounds here, I'll give you one of these, my man. And it's down to 1 wound remaining, so if you pop a wound, 1 wound next to it. Yes, okay. Pretty good, I just need to hit it 1 more time. And that thing is destroyed. Woo! All right, good start. Good on you, Cannon. So, poof, the coffee. They've pulled it in this time. They've really gotten their eye in, and it has directly landed straight on the back of it, smashing a good part of it apart. Not enough to completely disable it, but enough that it's going to be, you know, bits are flapping around now, ropes are swinging. It's not feeling super healthy, but it'll still get another turn. We'll see how she goes. All right, well done, mate. Okay, now we come down to these guys. So we know that they are out of range I could have moved them forward a bit, but they have move or fire guns, so if I decided to move them this turn, they're not shooting at all. And yeah, that would have got me in range to shoot them, but I figure I've definitely got range to shoot at some trolls now. Orc biggins, I've got targets, so it's all you. It's you. That you are going to kill the rock lobber next turn. That's what you're going to do. All right, these guys, they are going to shoot the trolls. I'm going to start trying to soften up them trolls. They do. The trolls have a 4-up regen. It's going to be 10 shots. They got 24 inches. They're definitely not within 12, so no need. They're going to be hitting on 5s. Ooh, that is pretty damn good. All right, we've gotten, Jesus, half hits. And they're going to be wounding on 4s. We've got 4 of them. 4 wounds straight up. That's pretty decent, and you've just got your 4-up regens, Matty B. So 4 4-up regens for those trolls. You regenerate 2 of them. Yeah, very good. That's the average. So 2 wounds on one of those trolls. One of those trolls is down to a single wound remaining because they are 3 wounds apiece. Solid work, Thunderers. Hell yeah, dwarf turn shooting. I did. To be completely honest, I've built a small shrine downstairs with some crystal dice around a candle. I'm not even joking. I built a shrine. I've literally built a shrine. And yeah, you know, this is it. This is why.
Needed.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, and so now we're going to finish off with the organ gun. And the organ gun, I'm hoping, is within 18 inches of those trolls, because it's going to try it out. Let's see it, Matty B. Show me if I am 18 inches. Oh, yes. Yes, for days. Yep. For days, 18 inches. All right, so it is just going to be, the way the artillery, the organ gun works in 6th edition is you roll the artillery dice, and that is how many hits are done. Actually, I was supposed to roll this before we even measured it, because regardless of how far it is, you know, you have to shoot it, basically, once you've declared, because it could just blow up if you roll that misfire. But anything else is how many automatic strength 5 hits have gone through. So, we're looking for the big 10. We're going for the 10, come on. Not misfire turn 1, let's not do that. Here we go, finish off them trolls. Here we go, 4. Alright, not the best, not the worst, but I will take it. That is 4 strength 5 hits going through, wounding on 3s. They've all 4 have wounded. That's going to be another 4-up regenerates, Matty B. Again, the average has gone through. You've dropped 2 of them, so that is 1 troll dead and another troll down to 2 wounds remaining.
I'll use the same one.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
There we go.
Very good. And that will be a panic check for those trolls, my friend. They're using your general's leadership, so it's still a leadership 8. So you need to roll 8 or under, or those trolls are going to panic. Nah, they're fine. They're not too worried. They didn't like that troll.
Nah, he was the ugly one.
Exactly. The ugly one. The other 2 are beautiful.
They're beautiful trolls.
It's trolls, but good-looking trolls. Okay, and that is the end of the dwarf shooting phase, and thus dwarf turn 2. I am pretty stoked with that one. That went pretty well. You know, 2 wounds could have killed the rock lobber, but knocked 2 wounds off it. All I need to do is hit it one more time, and that thing is dead. Killed a troll and wounded another one. Good work, guys. Good work. Hill team, yeah. Okay, and let's go straight into Orcs and Goblins turn 2 with some animosity tests and then a stupidity test. All right, so we have got, let's start with the biggins. Just don't roll that 1. They're good. Black Orcs don't do it, so then do the boys sort this stuff out?
Sort your stuff out, boys.
Oh my god.
They're just so animosity.
All right, so roll it again for the table to see what happens. You're looking for that 6. Oh, so they're going to attempt to charge the nearest enemy unit that can also suffer from animosity, which is them. But look, we're going to have to just quickly check the book to make sure we really figure out how this is going to work, because honestly, it doesn't, with a wheel, it doesn't look like they're actually going to make it within the 8 inches. But let's exactly figure out how this works. We'll be back once we've figured out how that works. Matty B, nah.
Double ones.
Mate. Okay, and we are here with the result of the failed animosity test. So yes, the way it works is they have to be able, if they can make a legal charge against the unit, they have to. And so they had just enough movement to wheel to and then be within 6 inches to just contact on the back here. There's likely not going to be a whole lot of damage being done. There's going to be 2 orcs in combat against 2 goblins. So there's not going to be a whole lot of damage, but it does mean that it's locked these night goblins down for a turn as well. They will now not have to take an animosity test because they're now in combat, and once you're in combat, no animosity is needed. But this is how it's ended up. We'll see if the combat is resolved in the actual combat phase, or if it's resolved now. But for now, we'll move on to the final animosity test, which will be these Wolf Riders. Let's see it, Matty B. Okay, the Wolf Riders are good, so, but man, these orcs, these orc boys, they are unruly this game. They're not keen to work together. They were sitting there scrapping at the back at first, being like, somebody's something has been stolen, and they've decided to smash on with each other for a turn, and they're like, no, it was the gobos, and then boom, they rush forward, and they're going to just hack down a couple.
Put them with the goblins, and they felt like betrayed.
Yeah, look, it makes sense. Yeah, like, how dare he put me over this side with the filthy gobos and the wolves? We'll show them bullets, and here we are, disgusting. All right, we'll be back once we figure out whether this happens now / moving into the shooting phase, because the magic phase, again, ain't gonna happen. Okay, so we've looked it up, and yes, the combat is resolved immediately. So yes, combat resolved immediately. And and afterwards the unit is moved an inch apart, and then they get to change their facing in any direction, which is handy. There's no combat resolutions, there's no potential fleeing or anything like that. So it's not as bad as it could have initially been. They're not going to be locked behind them. They could, move an inch back and shift. But let's go straight into the combat. So it's going to be 2 orc boys. They've got choppers, so it's going to be 4 attacks coming in at 3s to hit.
Hey,
okay, 2 hits. Yeah, that was lucky. And it's going to be 4s to wound. 4s to wound because they are strength 3 to toughness 3. Ha! No damage. Okay, 2 goblins are going to fight back though because they are disgusted by the fact that these orcs are even coming at them, and they're going to need 4s to hit with 2 attacks. Oh, the goblins are mad. Goblins are mad at 4s to hit. Bad. They've got 5s to wound though.
Okay, good.
No wounds are done, and there it is. They came in swinging. Mostly it was harsh language.
Yeah, it's a bit of dirt throwing, really.
Exactly. Okay, so we will, pull them an inch back, and then reform them in any direction. Makes sense. Beautiful. Do you want to reform these guys at all? Are you happy with where they are?
Actually, I will.
Oh, that's intriguing. Okay. Unexpected. There it is. All right, and we will be back once the movement phase is done. So just quickly, we're talking about, at this point we would actually declare charges, and there would be a charge, there's a legal charge here, but we just had a bit of a look at it, and they would be clipping through the forest, so with their 18 inches it would be reduced down to 9. So no way that they're going to make that charge. So other than that, no charges to declare, B?
No charges to declare.
No charges to declare. Fantastic, which brings us into remaining moves, and this is where everything is now, and this is how it's ended up. So we've got the biggins over here on the flank. They've wheeled and then moved their way, slowly pushing around the forest here. We have the trolls did a big wheel and then punched out this way, obviously coming down to start putting a threat on this lane here. And then the biggins, the Black Orcs in the General's unit, big 7-inch move forward and then wheel a bit around the forest. We actually talked about this off camera a little bit, and we decided rather than pointing them towards the forest, it's going to take them turns to move through that. We've left them pointing this way, a couple of turns and they'll be around this, rather than, it's going to take at least 3 just to even get them to the edge. And then by that point, it's turn 5, they'll have 2 moves and there's no way they're getting over here. So they're pushing their way around this way, and then the Wolf Riders have just whoosh zipped up onto the hill, very much threatening my back line and my flanks. They're so fast. I don't like it. Okay, and so that's movement phase done. Where again, they're skipping the magic phase because they just had a fight and they're, dusting themselves off, even though nobody got killed. Ooh. Let's go to the shooting phase, and as always, starting with the guess weapons, the rock lobber. Where's she going, Maddie B? 26. Are we going for the organ gun again? Yeah, okay. So we're looking to land it right, I guess, like on the back so that it's covering all of the crew, but also the machine. So yeah, like right there on the back of it. 26 inches. Oh, we're still a little bit short. So, boom, it looks like it's landing just in front. If it lands there, you're definitely still hitting the machine, but currently none of the crew. So it's just like just in front of it. Okay, Matty B, let's see that scatter though. Oh, it's a direct hit. It is a direct hit. You've hit the machine, not under like the hard part of it, unfortunately, because the dot was like just off it. So, but you have hit it, and it looks like you probably even partially clipped one of the crew off this cannon as well.
Oh yay!
Let's go with him first. So on a 4+, you're going to hit one of those crewmen. No, so the crewman is missed. You have hit this thing, but you've only partially covered it again. Oh, so you're only actually hitting this on a 4+ as well, because you needed to be over it entirely. So on a 4+, you've hit it. You have hit that. You are going to need a 5 to wound it, because strength 4. I may actually roll it and then we'll check. If you roll a 6, you've definitely wounded it. A 2 definitely will not. So no, the rock has landed just in front into the hill and just smashed, kicked up a bunch of dirt, showering the machine and crew, but no damage is done. Another unlucky round with the rock lobber, Matty B.
It's just not my game for the rock.
It might not be. I mean, to be frank, you had 2 games of it just being sterling. So, maybe it's time for it to take a backseat. And look, who knows, maybe next turn I won't just kill it with the cannon, but that's what I'm hoping for. All right, so moving on to the chuckers of spears. Where are they going? What are they doing?
Pretty much the same as before. I'm just going to aim straight for your leader.
Yep, okay, so we'll go this spear chucker here, looking for a 4 to hit. It does hit. You're killing an Ironbreaker on it too. Oh, Giles. You do. Very good. You're killing another Ironbreaker on a 3. You do. You're killing the next Ironbreaker on a 4. You do. What is that? That's 1, 2, 3 ranks done. And that was it. That's the last rank. All right. Well done.
Yay.
You got all the way through. You killed all 3 of them. You dog. Oh, my Ironbreakers. All right, cool. And then this, the last one. I mean, no, but there should be another one. You killed the last one on a 5 because there wasn't a rank there when it started.
Okay.
And you do. God damn it, Matty B. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Oof. The next one, Matty B, will be hitting on a 4. No. Woo.
Only one of them does one.
Very good. I mean, it is. There's 2 of them. They hit on 4s. Statistics say only one of them hits.
Yeah.
Thankfully, that was the case. But you killed 4 Ironbreakers with that 1 spear, Matty B.
Skewer.
If it's not the goddamn rock lobber, it's the spears. Ooh. Nasty. All right, and we've still got some short bows here, Matty B.
I'm going to actually shoot it into your Ironbreakers as well.
Into the Ironbreakers?
Yep.
I mean, they're going to have a 3-up save against it. Just saying. Whereas these guys will have a 5-up.
Okay, suppose the 5-up.
I'm just saying. It's up to you. I just want you to have an informed decision. That's fair. All right. So yes, it will be. Ooh, are you within half range? So what is it? They've got a 16-inch range, so 8 inches. One of them definitely is. It's just one. So one of them will be hitting on a 5. Because they moved.
Yeah.
And then the rest will be hitting on 6s. Yes, sir.
So I'll do the 1 first.
Yep, 1 hitting on a 5. No. And then a 4 hitting on 6s. Can he plink 1? Oh, he's gotten 1. He's gotten 1. It is a strength 3 bow to a toughness 4 dwarf. So it is going to be a 5 to wound him.
I'm going to do it again.
Oh, he's gotten the wound. It's going to be a 5-up heavy armor save. Does the heavy ring mail of the dwarves. Protect them against these dirty arrows, these filth-encrusted little twigs. Come on! It does! Wow. Yes, dwarf ring mail. Okay, and that is the end of Orc and Goblin shooting phase turn 2, and thus the end of Orc and Goblin turn 2. Alright, so look, we will be back at the end of the movement phase for Dwarves, turn 3. Okay, and here we are, Dwarf turn 3 after the movement phase. You might notice that nothing has actually moved. Because I figure they're still in my front arc here, so if they wanted to charge, I may as well not spin to face them, because then I'm just making it easier for them. So yeah, if they want to charge me, I'm going to stay right there. And these guys they're going to stay. I could pull back further, but at this point, I think I'm in the position I want to be in. I'm waiting for what's happening here. Honestly, I don't think I'm going to get charged next turn, simply because I think there's going to be a bit of a multi thing happening. So, I see what you're doing, B.
Nothing.
I see what you're doing. So that's cool. I'll just wait. I'll wait for now. So yeah, let's go straight into the shooting phase. Here we go. Let's see if we can finish off that rock lobber. We're going to go the same again. We're going to measure 20 inches to that rock lobber, Matty B. If you could help me out, sir. So, yep, it's currently, boom, it is going, oh, hello.
Excuse me.
It is going, a fair bit past, but it's currently landing right on the edge of the biggins, and it's going to go an extra 6 inches forward, so 6 inches from right there.
Oh, smashed it.
Smacked it. Oh, yeah, boom, direct hit, and then it's going to go an extra 8 inches through. So yes, it has pushed straight over the top and landed straight on it. Here we go. We are looking for a 3 to wound. 3+, and that rock lobber is destroyed. It is. It's D3 wounds. It doesn't matter. It's 2, but boom, the rock lobber is crashed on the hill.
I knew it was coming.
The bane of the dwarf's existence in the past has been destroyed. Woo! That's a big moment for me. That's a big moment.
Nothing for your point.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. It means absolutely nothing. But that feels good. If any of you have seen the previous 2 games, oh my god, that thing has done a lot of work. If you haven't seen them, go watch them. If not only just for that thing just being an absolute wrecking machine. It's disgusting. So yes, that's a wonderful moment for the dwarves. Well done, Cannon. My cannons historically have not been doing great.
No, actually, that's the best that it's done.
By far the best. Okay, let's move on. Let's soften up some Black Orcs, shall we?
No.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Let's start with some Thunderers. Thunderers are going to shoot at them. They're all in range, 24 inches, and none of them are in half range. So it's going to be 10. It's going to be. Is that what I said? Jesus, okay. I don't know if that's what I said. So, it's going to be 10, oh boy. It's going to be 10 Thunderers shooting at those Black Orcs, needing 5s to hit. Okay, I'm seeing 4.
4's good.
4 is pretty good. That's pretty good for 5s to hit. They're killing. Oh no, not killing. You'll have a 6 up armor save. But they are wounding on 4s. Only 1. That's only 1. So it is strength 4 armor piercing, which is -2 to your 4 up armor save. So Matty B, that is a 6 up to save a Black Orc.
Let's do it.
No, a Black Orc is killed. Just the guy from the back. Boom. A Thunderer kills a Black Orc. Very good. Not the best showing, but happy with that. Well done. All right, and now the big one. Here we go. It's going to. See, this is the thing, though. It's probably still in range of those trolls with 18 inches. I think it probably is. And I could potentially knock another troll off that before, maybe even just get rid of that threat entirely. Because I've got a couple of turns for them. I've got a turn to move up and then a turn to charge. That's 2 turns of me just shooting at them. Oh, that's a tough call. 18 inches. Do I have the range? Could I still kill those trolls? Nah, you know what? I'm going for the Black Orcs. Going for the Black Orcs. So we're doing 10. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, so it was the big 10, Matty B. Oh boy, I'm sorry, mate. Ooh, this is gonna be nasty. Alright, and it is hitting at strength 5. Oh boy, and it's not going to be any armor saves for this, unfortunately. Strength 5 armor piercing goes straight through the 4-up armor save of the heavy armor and shields. So every 3 up here is a dead Black Orc. Okay. Oh boy, he's only dropped 3 of them. That is 7 dead Black Orcs. Oh my god, the devastation is real. Ooh, Dwarf artillery is coming through very strong this game. Very strong. Oh my god. Okay, yeesh. Oh boy, that's going to be a panic check for those Black Orcs, my friend.
Indeed.
Yep. So that's going to be 2d6. Looking to roll an 8 or under.
Not that one.
You know, honestly, I'd prefer that you didn't panic at this point because,
So would I.
you know, I wanted this to be a game. Come on, man. Don't panic. Don't panic. You've panicked. Oh my boy.
Of course I did.
Okay. Oh, Matty B. Jesus. All right. So they're going to be rolling 2d6. For fleeing, and they're just going to turn from the threat and flee directly away.
2 ones, right? Oh, fuck.
9 inches, Matty B. No. Okay, and this is where they've ended up. They've pivoted directly away and just run back 9 inches, which is it's many inches.
So many inches.
It's a bit somber in here, ladies and gentlemen. That was a sad moment for the Orcs and Goblins. Like, don't get me wrong, I want to do damage, but that even makes me feel bad. That was too much. That was too much. I'm sorry, Matty B. It was too much. Okay, but that is it. That was a devastating round of artillery fire for the Dwarves. You know, it's going to be a very much an uphill battle for the Dwarves, for the Orcs and Goblins at this point to come back from this. Let's see how they do coming in to Orcs and Goblins turn 3. Okay. Orcs and Goblins, turn 3. Can he come back from that brutality of the artillery of turn 3 Dwarves? Coming out with the animosities. Here we go. Biggins. Oh, dear God. Okay. I'm pretty sure that Black Orcs don't quell animosity if they're fleeing.
Probably.
We'll check it. Roll up to see what they do.
6.
A 6. Oh.
That's a good thing, isn't
That
it?
is a good thing. It means that they turn and make it a full move, or maybe it's a D6 move. We're going to have to completely clarify this, but they're going to make a move towards the nearest enemy unit, which will be these guys. Hopefully that doesn't mean that they're going to push through the forest. They may very well just go straight through the forest, but we'll come back with that once we've figured that out. Moving on, let's go down to these Orcs. Are they finally going to sort their stuff out? They are. Lovely. They've just grumbled enough, but they're doing it. The Night Goblins. Night Goblins are good, and then Wolfies.
Oh, you son of a dog.
No, Matty B.
What is going on with these dice?
Matty B. Put those to the side. Put them to the side. Get some new ones. All of those are done. Yeah. Get us some Jesus, because that is awful. Don't worry about that. All right, let's see. Roll on the table for these Wolf Riders. Yeah, a 6 would be pretty sweet at this point. No, so they're squabbling. They're not doing anything. Jesus. Matty B, mate, this is a rough game for the Orcs and Goblins.
They're so angry with each other.
They are just so mad. They're desperate to get to this mine, and they're like, I'm gonna get the most gems. It's all mine. Okay, so that's animosity's done. Let's do a stupidity test for the trolls. Unable to use the general's leadership. So actually, hang on. I'm gonna have to figure out when this is done, because if rallying fleeing troops is done first, then you will be able to get to use the relationship. We're going to have to figure out order of operations here. We'll be back once we've kind of sorted a little bit of this stuff out. Back in a minute. Okay, we've looked into it. We've sorted it out. So the 6, what is it called? Like, we'll show them. We'll show them. So of course the biggins have been like galvanized by the rest of the army just screwing up, and the big boys have decided to show them how it's done. And so what it says is they have to make a full normal move towards the closest enemy unit, and they need to try and move in such a way that they end up as close as possible. So it doesn't mean that they're going to do a full pivot and move directly towards them, because they won't get very far doing that. So instead, they're just going to use their full 4 inches, normal move, not a march move, to get around the forest and then wheel in as much as 4 inches can allow them to do so. So yeah, we'll get that happening. So that's actually great. And what that also means is that at the end of this, they are now no longer considered to be suffering from animosity. So this is just an extra 4 inches on top of their normal turn's movement. So that's like, that's what you're always hoping for to roll after rolling a 1 on the animosity.
Yeah, 6.
You're always looking for that 6 because it just gives you an extra 4 inches on top of your normal move. Beautiful. So, little silver lining. That's pretty sweet. However, the other thing that we found out is that, yes, stupidity test is done at the start of the turn, unequivocally, so not after the rally step. So unfortunately what that means is they will not be able to use the general's leadership for this stupidity test, and trolls have a leadership of 4.
Yeah.
So they need to roll 2d6, 4 or under. We've reclaimed a couple of the cursed dice, hoping that they will continue to roll poorly.
Ones.
Yes, we're looking for that low roll. Will the trolls act normally? No, they will not. Okay, so the way it works is they move half their normal movement, so it's only going to be 3 inches, but directly forward, not towards the nearest enemy. So they're just going to trundle 3 inches forward in the compulsory movement step. So before that happens, we need to rally fleeing troops, and this is a big deal, Matty B.
Yes.
You do have a musician in there, which gives you +1 leadership for the purpose of rallying fleeing troops. So you got a leadership 9 for this. Don't fail this leadership, Matty B.
I'll do my best.
Come on, mate. Come on, mate. They got a 6. They've rallied. So you can pivot them in any direction from there. I'm assuming just back towards me. Yeah. Flip them around. Get them facing the enemy again. Yeah. Fabulous. That would have been so sad.
So sad.
Oh my God.
I'm glad I avoided it. So sad.
Yes, indeed. All right, cool. So now... So now with all of that done, we can just come back after the movement phase. So once again, this is where everything is now, and this is how it's ended up. Okay, so on the flank, we had the biggins just wheel flat, march up, wheel a bit more, so they're just coming in, putting pressure on my thunderers and artillery crew. That's a dangerous spot for me now. Then the general's unit have just spun on the spot. The trolls moved their 3 inches stupid forward. Orc boys finally deciding that things are okay have just marched up into the gap, not quite getting into the potential stupid range because unfortunately these trolls have stupidly trundled their way outside of the general's bubble. So it's going to be another 4-up leadership test for them next turn. Those general needs to get up in there. So chances are they're just going to move forward again. And then the goblins have marched, getting finally some line of sight into this unit here. And the wolves and goblins are scrapping on the hill. So that is it. That is the end of the movement phase. We go into the first magic phase of the game. That's pretty sweet. So you get your 2 native dice and then 2 for your level 2, giving you 4 dice in total. The only spell you can cast at the moment is the Brain Burster. You need line of sight and it's, I think, 24-inch range.
Yep.
You can, as a level 2, roll 3 dice at it, as we learned from last game. So go for it, Matty B. Throw them 3 dice. You're needing a 8+. Let's see it, my man. You've gotten a double 1. Matty B, no! Oh my God! Okay, we've got the book open. We're rolling on the Greenskin miscast table, another one that we learned from last time, the Wah miscast table. And it's all pretty grim. 5 and 6 ain't bad.
Yeah.
So what you're looking for, Matty B, is a 5 or 6? 6, really.
6, really. Yeah.
Let's see it, B. Can things finally turn around? Here we go. 5.
5.
It's the 5. So the caster's mind is so befuddled that the dazzling warness of it all that he forgets one of his spells randomly. Ugh. Select a spell. The caster cannot use that spell for the rest of the battle, so it's randomly.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll go
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Brain Burster.
Yep.
4, 5, 6. Here we go.
Yes, sir. All right. So no, here we go. Look, to be honest, that's probably the better one to lose.
I'm not going to get into close combat range very soon.
No, but oof. Okay, and there is that. Okay. Let's roll into the shooting phase. Okay. The spear chuckers have kept on doing good things. Let's get a little happy back for B, shall we? Let's get a little happy back for B. So which one? Which one's going to shoot first?
Lefty.
Yep, sweet.
Same guys.
At the Ironbreakers, needing a 4. No, Lefty doesn't love it. What about Righty? Right, he loves it. Beautiful. Killing an Ironbreaker on a 2. There he does. Killing an Ironbreaker on a 3. Yes, he does. And killing the final Ironbreaker on a 4. He does it. He's 3 for 3, going through 3 ranks, skewering another 3 brave Ironbreakers. Is that a panic check? I don't think so. What did I have there? 5, 10... I had 14 and 3. Nah, that ain't it. Okay, look, that is it. That is the end of the shooting phase, and there's no close combats yet, so that is also the end of Orc and Goblin turn 3. Coming back with Dwarves turn 4. Oh, big. So we are back after the movement phase for Dwarves turn 4. These warriors on the flank have just pushed forward a bit, a slight wheel and push forward, just opening up a bit of space between them and the rest of the army, because I'm seeing some fanatics in my very near future, and, you know, if they push through... What fanatics? Who now? Yeah, oh, come on. I just want a little... If they actually get to me and pop out the back, I want a little bit of space in between them, and they're not just going to plink, 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 plink. So... a little bit of breathing room, you know, yes, they'll get to me sooner, but they were coming anyway, and I think this is more important. And then these guys have both just kind of wheeled to straighten and move forward ever so slightly, just to give myself options for directions here, rather than all focusing down that lane, because, I don't know, it's going to be hard for them to get to me by turn 6 at this point, unfortunately. I could just pull back and just completely negate them from the game, but that's kind of lame, and I don't want to do that. I'm not going to go all the way out there to them. You still got to work for it, B. You still got to work for it a little bit. But I'm pushing forward. You know, with a couple of decent moves, that could be a charge range right there. This is going to be interesting. We'll see how that goes. But that is it. That's turn movement phase done. Let's get back to this hill, the hill that has been the star of the battle. And the cannon has already started lining up some dastardly looking bolt throwers. Them spear chuckers, as it were. Alright, so the cannon, the dwarf rune encrusted cannon, is going to shoot. I'm gonna say 20 inches. I'm gonna say 20 inches. Could you measure it out for me, Pete? You've already got my lovely little black dice over there. And 20 inches has landed him right there. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Let's just get a generous little extra. How much extra gunpowder was in the tube? I don't know. Whatever. 8. Woo! That could be good. I think that might land right on top of it again.
One. Yeah, it's right on top of it.
And so I was going straight for the crewman to the back.
Behind?
Yeah, that guy. Yeah. So it has landed right on it, and then it goes an extra. Oh boy. 4 inches, so it does. It goes, boom, straight through that crewman. It's wounding the crewman on a 2. It kills that crewman.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, that guy. That's the guy. Bloom, smashed. And it's also wounding the bolt thrower on a 2. It does wound the bolt thrower for D3 wounds. Now, the bolt thrower also has 3 wounds. So if I get a 5 or 6 here, I've just destroyed the bolt thrower in a single shot. Here we go.
1.
Here we go. Oh no, it is 1. Damn you, B. So it's taken a single wound off the bolt thrower. There we go. Bolt thrower is down to 2 wounds. Not bad. Killed the crew, took a wound off. You know, this is the potential I could do it again next turn. You've been doing great. You've been doing just great. However, now there is a new ominous threat punching up towards them in the form of big uns. Not just small orcs, but big ones. Alright, and so all of this is likely going into them. Let's start with the Thunderers. It looks like the Thunderers are all going to be within 12, yes sir? Yes indeed, yeah. So yes, they're all within 12 inches, so that puts them at their short range. And when Thunderers are at short range, they get +1 to hit because of dwarf craftsmanship on their handguns. So, 10 shots. Oh god.
Oh god.
At +1 to hit, meaning 3s to hit. Oh geez, okay. Meaning 3s to hit and 3s to wound. And in fact, I don't think there'll be no armor save either, so 3s to kill. Alright, so 3s to hit. Here we go. Thunderers unleashing. Grrr. Okay, they've dropped 4 of them. That's not as good as it could have been. And then it's 3s to wound. And they've dropped one of those, but that is 5 biggins killed. The Thunderers sight down their guns, they pull their triggers, the firing mechanisms clack, and grrr, in a hail of bullets and smoke, 5 biggins are torn to pieces. Brutal stuff. The shooting phase continues nastily. And then Organ Gun. Organ Gun, can you keep being absolutely devastating?
Please do.
Yeah, I mean, that's a fair thing to ask for, B.
I would be happy to.
A 2? A 2? Oh, yeah, that could be.
Great.
No, hey, let's not.
I'm not gonna say it.
Don't overstate it, B. Don't overstate it. 2! All right, yeah, okay. So 2 hits go through, killing on 3s. Neither of them. Whee! All right. No, look, I can't be too upset. That's fair enough. Yeah, okay. So that is a panic check.
Yes.
There will be a panic check. A quarter, 25% of the unit was destroyed in the shooting phase. And so that will be a panic check. At leadership 7.
7, yeah.
At leadership 7, B. Oh, mate, they're sweet. These guys have been the only disciplined people of the whole game.
Okay.
Yeah. Instead of failing an animosity check, they were emboldened and pushed up further. The first leadership check, the panic check they had to take, they rolled a 3.
Yeah,
mate. Stars of the game for the Orcs and Goblins so far. I mean, maybe the Spear Shaker. But these guys are the ones that are showing a bit of proper orcish grit.
Yeah.
There it is. And that is it. That's the end of Dwarf turn 4. Let's just roll straight into the animosity tests of Orc and Goblin. I mean, yes, Orc and Goblin at turn 4. Starting with the biggins.
Oh yeah.
They're good. Moving over to the Orc boys.
Oh yeah.
I didn't see it. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, that was good. It's fine. It was behind a tree. The Night Goblins. 6. They're loving it. What about these wolves?
3.
Aha! Very good. Finally, everybody is playing nice. There we go. All right, sweet. Now, a very important stupidity test out of General's leadership range. So you need to roll 4 under B. Come on! Nice! So they're in the compulsory movement step, going to move 3 inches directly forward. Okay. Well, that would bring us to declare charges, because there's no rallying fleeing troops. Do you have any charges to declare, B? I mean, it's going to be tight. You've definitely got a charge here if you want it. But those look like the only ones to even consider. The Goblins definitely not. No charges?
No charges.
No charges? No. Oh, these are cautious Orcs and Goblins here, people. Cautious. All right, well, with no charges being declared, we will be back after the movement phase. And as always, this is what it looks like now. And this is how it ends up. So, over on this flank, we've got the biggins moving up, wheeling, just getting themselves in guaranteed charge range now. No worries, they're getting in next turn. These boys have wheeled an inch and then pushed up 7, making sure that they're getting that general within the 12-inch bubble for those trolls. The boys behind have pushed up as close as they possibly can, just so that hopefully when the trolls pass their leadership test, do a big wheel and shuffle up, they'll be able to get as far ahead as possible. The Wolf Riders here have jumped down off the hill, swung around, hopefully keeping themselves in the short range for their bows and just getting ready to keep harrying my back lines. I don't know what they're doing, but I don't like it. They're making me uncomfortable. And then this one, however, the Night Goblins have wheeled around and come boof right into that 8-inch Fanatic release range. And so this is happening. Here we go. Let's put a Fanatic down and roll 2d6, Matty B. You need to be rolling an 8, which is just above average. The average on 2d6 is a 7. He needs an 8. He's got a 6. All right. So whereabouts? We sending it straight to the corner, I'm assuming? Yep. So you will be 2 inches away. So right here, Matty B. Wonderful. Boom. All right, next one. You're going to have to go off the line a little bit now. So you're going to need at least a 9.
I'm on high rolls, please.
A 10! He's done it! One of them's hit! It's hit straight into here, and because a 10 isn't enough to get it all the way through, he just pops 1 inch out from the back on that line. Perfect, right there. That's not good. Alright, but that guy, because Matty B gave his shaman madcap mushrooms, and he stuffed these boys full of them before throwing them out, instead of doing D6 strength 5 hits, He's doing 2d6 strength 5 hits. So Matty B, let's see it. Let's see another one of those big rolls, mate. I mean, I don't want it, but also I do. 7. 7's the average. That's not bad. Can't be sad with the average. So 7. So grab yourself 7 dice, Matty B. So that's how many hits you've done. And they will be killing these dwarf warriors on, what is it, strength 5? So 3s. 3s to kill, no armor saves allowed against these crazy spinning ball and chain boys. Here we go. He's only dropped 2 of them. So 5, the back rank. Well, the guys who wherever, but the back rank in this case just melts as this insane, hallucinogenic, hopped up freaking guy comes swirling through, just smashing people to pieces and then spins out the back. Nasty. We've got another one to go, B. Now, something to consider. If you go on that same line, it'll still be 9. Chances are, if you go slightly off it, it'll probably still be 9, but you won't be going, straight towards your other fanatic if you go through. Yeah, so, yeah, slightly off that line. Chances are it's probably still a 9, just off. Yeah, it would be.
9?
Oh.
Do you want me to roll?
What am I looking at here? Yeah, maybe just measure it, find a line, and figure it out.
On the corner, isn't it?
I can be from any part of your unit.
Okay.
Yep, for any part of your unit.
I'd say 10.
Yeah, it looks like a 10. All right, well, you've rolled a 110 so far. Can you do it again, B?
Possibly.
Throw it out another one, mate. Let's see it. Oh, a double 1. So when you roll doubles, they die, but I'm not sure if that happens on the turn they first come out. Yes, so no, they only die when rolling doubles after they have been released. The turn they're released, they're not killed by doubles because the part where it talks about rolling doubles and them dying is in the further movement of fanatics, and it specifically says after they have been released. So, yeah, so he just pops out 2 inches from the unit. Not the best, but this guy, he did some work. That was nasty. All right, cool. So that brings us straight into the magic phase, Matty B. Let's do it. You've got no one in combat, and you've only got the 1 spell now. Yeah. You've just got the brain burster. So you want to throw 3 dice at a brain burster?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm still in range of the furthest unit I can see him from the
we're going to have to check line of sight. So yep, we've had a look. He can definitely see this unit. He can see the corner of it, no problem. However, before we go that, I owe Matty B a panic check here because I have definitely lost 25% of those dwarves. They've got a leadership 9 from their general. Yes, they pass it on a 4. They do not panic. They hold strong after the onslaught of the whirling fanatic. Whirling! All right, so let's bust this spell out. You can throw 3 dice at it, Matty B, needing an 8 to cast. Boom! Oof!
Oh, that's okay.
Strong. That's
13.
That's 13.
Yeah.
13. And I have 5 dice. Well, I've got 4 in my hand. One of my black dice is over there, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, I think I do. I'm going to throw 5 dice at this, because 13 is pretty big. Do I stop it? Do I resist it with my natural hatred of magic? With my black metallic dice of resistance, Runesmith? I do. I stop it. 10, 14, 15, 16, 19. Sorry, Matty B. Alright, so that's magic phase done. Let's rock into the shooting phase, sir.
Without any rocks, because you killed it.
Oh, yep, that's a little bit of salt in that wound. All right, you want to go with the spear chuckers first?
Yeah, I'm going to shoot one at this guy.
Fantastic, boom. All right, start with that. Yep, needing a 4.
No.
Oh, what about the second one?
Yeah, I'll do it the same one.
Yep, back to these boys.
Yeah.
Very good. Again, needing a 4. Oh, you've done it. You've done it at least 1 each round. Killing the first rank on a 2.
No.
Oh, no!
First time.
Dude.
Always the first time.
Yeah, there we go. All right, bugger, mate. Short bows?
Yeah, I'll shoot him into the back of the side of those.
Yeah, makes sense. So you're definitely in short range, 8 inches, 4 days. So you did move those, so it's just the -1, needing 5s to hit. Well, oh, strong. Getting 3 hits. Very nice. All right, it's going to be 5s to wound though. Toughness 4 dwarves. Oh, you gotten 1. Gotten 1. Can their ring mail bounce off yet another filthy twig on a 5-up? 5 up. No, the ringmail has failed. It's gone right below the edge of one of the helmets and black right into this fearless little dwarf that just saw 5 of his brethren get smushed by a fanatic. He is then, as he looks back, seeing these wolves careen down, he looked a little too close and he copped an arrow in the eye for it. Oof. Oof. Unlucky, mate. Unlucky. Okay. That looks like the end of turn 4 Orcs and Goblins. Look, it wasn't the best. It wasn't the worst. You know, got a little bit of fanatic action. That was pretty sweet. It could have been better, but like 1 out of 3 on an 8 is relatively average. This was the big disappointment.
Yeah.
You know, like you got the hit. You know, 50, you're getting it, but then, man, not getting the wound on it too. That's rough. That is rough. Okay, let's come back with Dwarves turn 5. This is where the models are now, and I don't know why I bothered doing that because I didn't move at all. So, you know, at this point, they can't move. Yes, I could like go and commit to that flank, but I don't want to. And I could move forward into charge range with them. Again, I don't want to.
Don't want to, means scared.
Look, I'm happy to have a final turn combat with them. I'm not just going to back away from them. But I'm not going to hand it to you, babe. I'm not going to hand it to you, mate. This is the decider. Decider. This is the decider. So, this is it. No movement. We're done. Let's shoot some business.
Magic phase.
Oh, excuse me. We spit. We quaff our beards a little bit, and we say, no magic for me, lad, no. No. So, and then we move on to the dwarf phase. Thank you, sir. And it's going to be cannon. We're going to try and finish off that bolt thrower. We got to, they're the things that have really been hurting me. So let's try and kill them. And we are again going to go 20 inches forward. So, Matty B, could you measure that out? Yeah, look, I don't think I can get an angle that's actually going to hit your crew, so the crew...
Are you going for the closest one?
Yeah, the closest one, for sure. So yeah, no, just same angle, just straight towards the center of that thrower. Here we go. 20 inches, and then it's going to go an extra 2 inches forward. Ooh, that's not great. I'm going to need a big bounce. Beautiful, and here we go. This is what we're going for. Come on, baby, big bounce. 8, that is probably enough. It's going to drive straight through that bolt thrower. Yes, boom, smashing it straight into it, wounding it on a 2. It does wound it. Doing D3 wounds, a 3+ here will kill it.
1.
Oh, it's the 3. That is it, another bolt thrower. Oh, mate, you have been the artillery hunter.
Oh dear.
You little beast.
Beast of a cannon.
Yes, the cannon, just hunting down the enemy artillery, throwing cannonballs through it. Yeesh. Ooh, yeah. Alright, and moving on to, let's go to the Thunderers. They have a very obvious target. They're going to try and do it again. Let's see if they can do a little more damage. Do we have enough dice in front of me? 5, 5, yes. There it is. They're hitting on 3s. Hurrah. Oh, yep, they've dropped 3 of them. I think that is statistical. Don't ask me, though. I'm not a mathematician. And then they're killing on 3s. Ooh, they've dropped 3 of them. That shouldn't be right. We've killed 4 this time. Not quite as good as last time, but still very decent. Okay, and then once again, here we go. It's organ gun time. Organ gun, what are you getting this round? Organ gun. 8. Oh, yeesh. Okay, it's probably a little more than I actually wanted. I want this to be a game, but also green death must come. Decider. Yes, indeed, turning them into a green and red mist on 3s. Ooh, we only dropped 2 of them, so that is 6. Oh boy. That is a further 6 of those boys. As the smoke clears, green and red paste is all that is left, leaving only the front rank of the biggins. Yeesh. Oh my god, Dwarf Artillery has gone above and beyond this game.
Way too much.
Yeah, man,
Not even 1 misfire.
I know. Well, rolled 1, but on the cannon they can re-roll it. Yeah, exactly. Swap that over. That's a different story.
Yeah.
That will be a panic check for those biggins,
Yes.
though, my man. Let's see it. Needing the 8. What'd you get?
An 8.
An 8? Oh, actually, I'm not...
No, it's a 7.
I think it's a 7 for
Yeah,
them.
bubbled.
So it is a 7. They are going to flee, and they're fleeing 4 inches back. Oh, boy. So, yeah, we'll pivot them on the spot, and they're going to 4 inches. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. There they go.
Run away!
Run away. Oh, Biggins! I mean, look, that was...
Expected.
Yeah, it was a pretty
The
ridiculous...
only thing I was hoping for was a misfire to stop that from happening.
Yeah, man, no doubt. It didn't happen this time, though. It's been a rough one for the Orcs. It's been a super rough one for the Orcs. But okay, that's Dwarf's turn done. Let's roll straight into some animosity tests. And all of the things. So yeah, they don't need to, they're fleeing. Let's go over to the boys.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, and roll on the chart.
A 6.
No, so they're squabbling. You got one of the little markers over there, it's just next to you guys. Oh my god, this is unreasonable at this point, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, okay, good. And then these guys. Also good. Okay, just the Orcs. Wonderful. Jesus. Yeah. All right, and so then the stupidity test on an 8. What am I looking at?
10.
Oh no! Oh, Matty B. Yeah, 3 inches forward. Oh my god.
Let's stop there anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Oh, bloody hell. This is unreasonable. Let's rally fleeing troops.
And you didn't tell me before the game that I needed a shrine.
I mean, that's fair enough, mate. I mean, I thought everyone had a shrine. I thought I was the one. The one lacking the shrine. And I was like, I need to go to shrine. People, the way Matty B's rock lobbers are going, he must have a shrine.
No,
apparently not. Okay, well, mate, we're gonna have to build you a shrine. That's all there is to it. Rally fleeing troops. There's a certain rule about whether or not you're under like a certain amount where you can rally. It might be under 25%. You're at 25%. Yeah. Look, just try the rally on an 8 now, and we'll see if we even need to worry about it. You roll a 9?
Yep.
You rolled a 9. All right, so regardless, they're running this turn. Run 2d6. Oh, man. The heart is not there. They're going 6 inches. Where's my little widget?
It's alright.
All right.
It's alright.
So, look, they're essentially out of the game at this point.
Yeah.
As they freaking just... They were the ones. Yeah. They were the guys. They were emboldened, but they flew too close to the sun.
Yeah, pretty much.
They flew too close to this big grassy sun of dwarf steel and gunpowder. Okay.
Wonderful.
Okay. Declare charges, B?
I'll charge with those guys.
Yeah?
Against those guys.
Yeah, we're charging.
Those guys against those guys.
Ooh, that's a lot of charges. All right, cool. Well, I will hold as my charge reaction for both. So we will be back with the compulsory moves of these here fanatics. Okay, and we're starting with the fanatic, which has so far been the one to do the damage. Where's he going? Oh, he's going, wow, 11 inches, like, straight, ugh.
I would say
so 8 inches, 10, 11, yeah. He's gone straight into the rock pile, and he has destroyed himself. Okay, oh my god. This one next?
Yeah.
Hang on. Don't just do it, because he's not going to die by this.
Oh, that's how it goes over, doesn't it?
It looks very much like he's going straight into your Wolf Riders. Oh, okay. Of course he is. Why wouldn't he at this point? Yeah, he clips the edge of them, and he's going to pop out the back to right about here, B. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, he's going to do D6 strength 5 hits to those. Let's do that. He's going to do 5. Of course he is. Of course he is. You're going to have to grab some dice, B.
What is it, 5?
Yep, 5, and they're killing on 3s. No, 3. Only 3 of them are dead.
Oh,
I mean,
most of them.
Only 3. That is most of them. You probably want to keep the musician.
Oh, yes, really.
So, blam and blam. Ooh, boy. We'll just pop them there. That's going to be a panic check for them, B.
Oh, of course it is.
It's going to be a panic check on leadership 6.
Oh, that's crap.
Yeah, they're going to run. Yeah. They're going to run 2d6. Oh, sorry, 3d6 because they're on fast wolves.
Of course they are.
Oh,
just get the biggest one.
okay. So they're going to go directly away from what gave them damage.
Which was that.
So, I mean, but also not straight to... I think they're just going to run this way.
Okay.
Okay, so, and what was that? What'd you roll? Like an 11, 14?
Yeah, it's 14.
Yep. Okay. Well, look, we'll measure that up, and we'll be back with that. Let's just finish the last one because this is oppressive. It's going
backwards.
that way, and 2d6b.
Yeah, that's right. But I just wanted to make sure it hits my guys first.
Which doesn't. I don't think. Do you think that's clipping your unit?
No, yeah, I think it is.
You think it clips the corner? It kind of looks like it's clipping the corner. And he's doing d6, strength 5 hits. Oh my god. Two. All right. Yeah, killing on twos. He kills 2 of them. Those first 2.
You guys have been annoying me all game.
Yep. And what did you roll? An 11?
11, yeah.
All right, cool. And we'll figure out what that is as well.
1.
Oh my god, B. B.
What's going on, Joe?
Okay, and this is how it's all ended up at after the travesty that was the fanatics just then. These poor wolf boys have run off in this direction. The charges come in, we knew it would because they had stopped within 8 inches. Boom. Hit them, close the door, there it is. And then the Black Orcs, in a last desperate rush to get into combat, have just marched 8 inches, forcing the issue. Coming into my charge range, he's either baiting me to charge in and not shoot everything at them, or...
That's practically it. I need more shooty shoot.
Yeah, look, that's pretty fair, man. That's pretty fair. So, that's it. Let's go into the magic phase. You can only see 1 unit. You want to throw your dice at Brainburster at the unit in front of you?
Spopes!
Looking for an 8.
No.
Would you get a 7?
7.
Oh, yeesh. Yeah, of course you would. At this point, what else would there be? I mean, honestly, why didn't you miscast B?
Oh, I should have.
I'm sorry.
Re-roll that.
Yeesh. No, it's fine.
2 ones.
Oh my god. Alright, so that's magic done. Let's throw a bolt.
Oh, yeah.
Let's
You're
chuck
the
a
guy that does
spear.
things for me.
Yep. Where do you want to chuck that spear? Juicy unit, general's unit. General's unit.
I just want to see if I can take him out.
Yeah, man, needing a 4.
Give me that 4.
Yeah, hit him.
2.
Yeah, killing on a 2.
Got
you
it.
do. Killing on a 3. You do. Killing on a 4.
No.
No, so you spear 2 of them. That unit continues to take the brunt of the assault of the spears being chucked. All right, and this is it. We have the first combat phase. Oh, yeah. Matty B,
What?
you can throw an extra dice at that because you have a unit in combat. It's a thing that shamans do. So you got a 7. Throw an extra dice.
I forgot about that.
1. That's an 8. That's all you needed.
Throw 2 dice and cancel it then.
You didn't roll any 1s, did you?
No.
No.
Okay.
Look. You know what? At this point, I'm just going to say you didn't. I'm going to say you
Can I
didn't.
say that I didn't?
I think I can just say that you didn't.
Okay.
All right, so you're doing 2d6 strength 4 hits on these dwarves.
No, you have to try and cancel it. Right?
Oh yeah, of course. What am I saying? So you got an 8. I am just gonna. Oh, I got a double 1. I got the double 1. Double 1 means that it doesn't go off. Nah, I didn't cancel it. There it is. All right, it's gonna be 2d6 strength 4 hits, Matty B.
Hiya!
Ooh,
10.
10. Jesus. Okay. Oh. You sure you didn't roll any ones?
You can check the footage.
Nah, look. I'm not going to do that. Let's. I'm happy for you to have a moment
As long
here,
as you
B.
take that 6 as my miscast
I'm
dice.
happy for you to have this moment.
Okay.
All right. So it is strength 4. So it's wounding on 4s. 10 dice, wounding on 4s, Matty B.
10.
10.
Alright.
Oh, yeah, that looks bad.
All right. That one needs to be re-rolled. What? Hey, 1, 2, 3. Looks like 4.
4.
Looks like 4. And strength 4 modifies my 5 up armor save to a 6 up. Saving on 6s. Oh, and I save half of them. Ridiculous. Okay, 2 dwarves though get their brains just pop. Just
That's scary.
and down they go. That's gross. Yep. But nice. Okay. Yeah, a little bit of magic. A spell got cast.
Yay.
Hey.
Too little, too late.
Alright, so now we'll go to the combat phase. Would you like to issue a challenge with either your shaman or your goblin boss? Don't do it with the shaman. Shamans are terrible.
Yeah, the boss. I'll issue a challenge with the boss.
Very good. I'll accept with my dwarf veteran warrior. The dwarf veteran, yes. So your little dude gets to go first. He will have 2 attacks because he is a champion. And he'll be hitting on 4s. re-rolling because he has hatred against dwarves.
Oh, that's right, they're Hades.
Yeah, you get them both.
Yay.
Very good. You're wounding on 5s, however, because they're strength 3 goblins to toughness 4 dwarves. Oh, you get one. He might kill him. I've got a 5-up heavy armor save. Does the ringmail of the dwarves once again come through against the rusty spear of the night goblin, his ancestral enemy? Oh, no, it very much does not. Oh, and he's slain. Boom. You kill the champion. There you go. In the little... he'll go forward, but he's not attacking. Okay, and so now the rest of your dudes can attack, and that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4... 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, plus you may as well throw your shaman in as well. He's exactly the same. So that'll be 5 attacks in total. Hitting on 4s. Very good. Re-rolling those 2 for hatred.
Oh, they hate so much.
They do. You get an extra 1. Wounding on 5s. No wounds. Okay. Unlucky. Yeesh. That just gives me my 4 dudes in the front rank that are left to attack back. I can only put 1 into your shaman. I'll put 1 into the shaman and the rest into the unit. So the 1 into the shaman hitting on 3s, misses, but he also hates you.
Oh, I don't.
He does hit. He's going to wound on 2s. He does a wound. The shaman has no armor, so the shaman has taken a wound.
Yep.
Pop. Yeah, he does. I'll pop this down next to the unit. He has taken a wound. And then the last 3 dwarves hitting on 3s. Re-rolling for hatred. There it is. Killing on 2s. Ooh, dropping 1. So 2 do get killed. Blookity, blookity, blook. Okay, let's have a look at some combat res here. So, I think you're winning this one, B. So, you did a wound to my champ, killing him in the challenge. You have 3 ranks. You've got a banner. And you outnumber me. I did a wound to your leader and killed 2 night goblins. I have a rank and a banner. So I'm losing by 1 for your outnumber. I can use my general's leadership of 9, which will bring me down to an 8. An 8. And I've got it with a 7. They're holding their ground. This combat will continue. Ooh, alright. Hey man, Night Goblins just won a combat.
I know.
Like, that's pretty sweet. I mean, they didn't break them and kill them, but they won. They freaking won a challenge against the dwarf. That was pretty sweet. That was pretty
It
sweet.
just shows how wrong this game is.
Man, it's so wrong.
It's backwards.
Oh my god. Isn't it?
Rock Lobber goes out first.
Oh man. This is...
Night Goblins are winning combat.
This is daffy. Okay, well, let's cool. Let's do this then. So we'll be coming back with dwarves turn 5. Okay, top of turn 5, dwarves. These 2 units are both declaring a charge on the general's unit. You holding?
Yeah.
Yeah, you holding, my man. All right, cool. So look, I'm gonna measure it up. Obviously, these guys don't need to be measured, but these guys do. There's going to be a bit of funky wheeling, clipping, just to see how many I can get in there maximizing. So we'll be back once these 2 units have made contact with the enemy. And this is where it has ended up. So yes, these guys they were within 4 inches, so they wheeled 2. Boom, hit, close the door. These guys were then able to wheel 2 inches, get past them, hit, and close the door. So my lord is going to make way. I don't know if that happens now, but I'm just doing it now. He makes way to get into the fray over there, into combat. Yes, and he will. He will come right at you, bro. So there it is. The way has been made. Okay, so that is all the movement that can be done. Let's go straight into the shooting phase, of which there shall be little. Let's, you know what, these Thunderers are just going to shoot at the backs of these fleeing Vegans, just to put a nail in that coffin, because if I can kill 1 more, they're definitely under 25%, which means they can't rally, and they're out of here. So, let's do it. Let's make them go away for good. There's 10 of them. They're hitting on 5s because they're out of that long range. Ooh, we've only gotten 3 this time. It's their worst round of shooting, and it's still pretty good. They're killing on 4s, and they have killed 2. 2 of them are killed. You don't have to. No, leave them on the field just for the spectacle. For the spectacle, mate.
Run away.
No, they will be running away, but yes, leave them there for now. I understand you wanted to remove them, that's fair. But okay, that's them done. This organ gun is going to pivot on the spot, and it's going to shoot straight back. And these guys, because why not? It does 8. This is obnoxious. Jesus, killing them on the... Yeah, get them off. Get them off my table, B. Get them out of here. Very good. Yeah, disgusting. I should have shot the cannon first, but I didn't measure anything. The cannon's going to shoot at that last bolt thrower because that's what he's doing. That's what he's been doing all game. He's the artillery hunter, the sniper. So I'm gonna guess. I don't know. I'm gonna guess 23 inches. B. If you could measure me out 23 inches. And straight towards the bolt thrower. That would be wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you, sir. And then it's going to go an extra 10. Uh-oh. I think I've gone over it this time. And yes, I've sailed straight over the bolt thrower, whoosh, and bouncing an extra 4. Lovely. Okay. Hey, he missed the shot at a point where it no longer matters. Yeah. Oh. All right. Let's get into some combat. All right. Look, my dwarf lord or my dwarf thane Thoric Stone Splitter is gonna declare a challenge. He's gonna issue a dwarfish challenge to this filthy greenskin.
Sure thing, Study.
Yes, very good. Love it, my man. So let's get the guy. Oh boy, over into the corner here. There he is.
These drums are just drunk.
Aren't they just? Oh god, yeah, that's not gonna. It's getting a little messy. That's okay.
It's okay, but there it is. There's the big standoff between the dwarf and the orc scum.
Oh yes. There it is, and we'll start with the challenge. So, I'm assuming you're popping your Nog's Banner of Butchery.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's getting popped, baby. Pop, pop. But, because I charged, my general goes first. And I have 3 attacks with my great weapon. I am weapon skill 6 to your weapon skill 5, I believe.
5.
Weapon skill 5. So, 3s to hit. Here we go. And we hate you, so we're re-rolling it. Yes, we get all 3 hits. We have gone up to strength 6 to your toughness 5, correct?
Yes.
So it's going to be 3s to wound with the great hammer. Oh no, he's only gotten one of them through. That's not amazing. You will have a 4-up armor save because your big armor. No, so you've taken a wound. A wound marker will go through onto the orc, but he is not killed in the first round, which means he gets to strike back. He strikes back, and he will have 4 attacks instead of 3 because of the Nog's Banner of Butchery. Swinging back with a great axe, needing 4s to hit.
Real. I got 1, 2.
2, getting 2 hits, yeah, that is the average. And you will need 2s to wound, however, because you are strength very good. That is 2 wounds. I also have, that's enough to kill me. I have a 4-up armor save. Because of my my Master Rune of Gromril being a 1-up, makes it up to a 4. But I also have the Rune of Resistance, meaning it's re-rollable. So, average says I live. Is the average true? Oh, I tank them both in the first roll. No wounds go through, Matty B. I'm sorry, mate. Yes, I'm sorry. Okay, let's continue with the rest. I'm going to put my Battle Standard Bearer into your Battle Standard Bearer. Here he comes. He's got 3 attacks. He's hitting on 3s. He gets all 3 of them. He's wounded on 4s. He gets 2 of them. You've only got light armor, which goes straight through it by -1. He is just killed, my friend. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, my banner.
The Battle Standard Bearer is gone. You still popped it, so you're going to get the thing from it. But yes, he is dead, and he is worth 2 for combat res. Oh boy, okay, let's continue here. I'm going to put my Runesmith into the Black Orc boss, the champ from the unit. He's got 2 attacks. He's hitting on 3s. He gets them both. We're looking for 3s to kill. We do kill him. We kill the orc champion boss. It keeps on going. Okay, and that will just leave the remaining dwarves. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 dwarves and the veteran with the extra attack. Hitting on 4s, because these are weapon skill 4 black orcs. Ooh, only getting 2 of them, but they do hate them, so they're re-rolling. Oh, yes they do. They drop 1, and they are killing on 3s. Or maybe not killing, actually. You might have... Anyway, let's see. Oh, we only get 1. We only get 1. So they have a 4-up armor save, -2. You have a 6-up armor save against this B, because you got shields. No, another black orc falls. Ooh, oh dear. So that does just leave 1 black orc in the front rank to fight back.
2. Yeah, 2.
No, just 1 attack.
Banner of Butchery.
Pardon?
Banner of Butchery, isn't it?
Oh yes, I'm so sorry. The Nog's Banner of Butchery. Yes, sorry. You have 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Hitting on 4s.
Hurrah!
Getting 1. Wounding on 4s.
Hurrah!
No. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. So let's finish this off. So I got a wound in the challenge. I put 2 wounds on the battle standard bearer, and I killed 2 orcs. I've got 3 ranks, a banner with a rune of battle on it. Yep, I've done all of that, and I outnumber you. You have no banner, because I killed it, oh my god. You had A rank. You have A rank. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So, yep, you're fleeing automatically, B. Okay, so roll 2d6. Oh wow. I mean, I was gonna chase you. I'm chasing you with them. They were gonna hold because they're gonna have to run through a rock pile. But let's see it. The other guys are gonna chase. Do they get a 12? No, they don't. They'll go 5 forward. So the unit is going back 11 inches, fleeing from combat. Oh, wait. Okay, mate. I think we're just going to finish off this combat.
Yeah.
And then I think we're going to call it a game, my man.
Yeah.
I think that'll be that. So let's go straight to this combat. My guys have great weapons, so you attack first. There's no one left to declare challenges because there's not. You killed him. So let's just, you can fight in 2 ranks this turn because you got your spears out. Yeah. So it is going to be 13 attacks. 13 attacks coming into my orcs. I mean, not my orcs, Jesus. 13 attacks. You got the orcs. There's no orcs here. There's goblins and dwarves. It's been a long day, people.
Yeah.
You're hitting on 4s.
So many.
And you're re-rolling, because hatred.
1, 2.
Man, I've never seen goblins do this well. This is incredible. Re-rolling. Yep, getting a couple more out of that. Very nice. You are wounding on 5s because we're toughness 4 dwarves to weak little goblins. Wounding on 5s. 2?
Yay!
B. Oh, okay, we're
Stay consistent.
Yeah, you got him, mate. We're saving them on 5s. We save neither of them. You do kill 2. That's pretty good. Okay, so that just leaves 3 guys in the front rank of my unit to attack. One of them is going to attack into your shaman, because screw that shaman. I hit him. I kill him on a 2. I do. The shaman's dead. Get him out of here. He's dead. And then the other 2 hitting on 3s. It's not the first round of combat, so I don't get to reroll either of those, which means... Oh, you wouldn't have gotten to reroll either. Look, it doesn't matter, fuck it. Doesn't matter.
I hate you twice.
Yeah, you do. You're very angry at this point. You're spiteful. Spiteful little goblins. Okay, so you did 2 wounds. You've got 3 ranks and a banner. And you outnumber me. I did 1 wound. I have a rank and a banner. I lose by 4. Ooh-wee. I am down to leadership 6. Here we go. Stunties? They hold. Of course they do. Of course they do. Why wouldn't they? Okay, and with that, ladies and gentlemen,
I can see.
we are gonna call this a day. Indeed. So look, we're gonna do a quick post game, but that is it. Please stick around for the post game. We'll see you in a minute. Okay, and there it is. It is a dwarf victory in the end. The trilogy is over, and the stunties, the brave dwarven warriors, are on top. Mate, that was a brutal game.
That was massive.
Oof. I mean, honestly, I prefer a more give and take game than that. It's
just the way it goes.
You know, it's Warhammer. Sometimes it swings really hard. I prefer it to swing back and forth a little. It didn't this time.
No.
But look, man, good game, my friend. Good game. Indeed, indeed. The trilogy, the grand trilogy is over. So yes, as I said before, hopefully this next I'm going to be painting some new units. Maybe a Doom Diver, maybe some chariots. I've got a unit of Slayers coming up for the Dwarves as well. Some more warriors, more cannons, a whole bunch of stuff. So I just gotta put some work into it because these forces are pretty much done. As far as what's on the table, really the only thing that's not done now is the Goblins. The Goblins need a rework, or at least a bit of a refurbish to be brought up to the rest of the force. But I'll get that done, and then I'll just add some more stuff. Maybe enough to make 2,000 points, or at least just enough to change the lists. Matty B's, working on a Beastman army.
Yep.
Probably that will take a little bit of time yet. But I'm also going to start bringing up a Vampire Counts army. I am super excited for that. Undead was my first, my original faction back in 5th edition before they split it into Vampire Counts and Tomb Kings. So I'm getting back into my vampires with Vampire Counts. So it'll be some of my old models, some new models that I've been sniping off eBay. But again, that's going to take a little bit of time. But this was it. I hope you enjoyed that, guys. I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
You begrudgingly enjoyed some of it.
I got playing.
Exactly.
Losing not so much.
Oof, it was bad. My artillery just was crazy good. Crazy good this game. I mean, dwarf artillery is
meant to be.
It's meant to be quite good. Maybe not quite that. That was
too many 8s and 10s with your organ.
Oh man, ridiculous. That thing just wiped things and just sent orcs running. It was oof. And then you with your animosity tests, man.
Oh man.
The boys 2 turns in a row charging.
They were too angry.
That was so angry. They were so angry. They obviously, they weren't really in it for the gems and the mine. They were just in it to scrap, whether they were scrapping with their own or with the dwarves. So there was a couple of big moments where it just, oh man, the trolls just getting, again, the organ gun minced the trolls, got them out of range, minced the Black Orcs, made them run away, minced the Biggins, made them run away. Oh, and that organ gun, woof. My god, MVP organ gun.
It's cancelled.
But that is it. If you enjoyed the game, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, help me out with the algorithm, hit that little bell. And until next time, I'm Stos. This is Matty B. Happy wargaming, and be good to your mother.